Hey Scallywags, I have a fun idea. So if you watched my debut D&D character sheet video, well yeah, this VTuber is a D&D character. So I figured it'd be fun to go through and do a D&D alignment test. Let's see what where this pirate lands. Here, I'm gonna move over a tiny bit. Okay, so relationship to family. Family elders are expressing disapproval of you to the rest of the family. Do you? Oh, okay. So honestly, for me, I feel like my personal answer would be for this pirate, family is the family you choose. And okay, so yeah, they're disapproving of me probably because of my pirate ways, but I'm gonna keep being a pirate. I'm not gonna change for the elders of the family. So I can't say accept the criticism and change. That's out of the question. So you could compromise with the elders. I mean, that depends on what they're so mad about. Like, but I don't like that answer. Though. Besmirch the reputation of elders as you ignore their scorn. I feel like ignoring the scorn, definitely what I would do. I don't really care about their reputation, but I think that's the closest to what I would do. Just ignore them. Would you give up a promising career to aid the family in time of need? I'm gonna say yes, with some reluctance. So as captain, right, of this ship, as captain of a pirate ship, I feel like morale is super important, right? Like you want to avoid mutiny at all cost, right? You know, you got to look after your crew, right? Like sailing a boat isn't really a one-man job. I need a crew. I'm gonna look after my crew. I will look after the crew over treasure, let's say. Let's say it's not a promising career. It's a promising bounty, right? Same thing. I might be like a little like upset that I'm missing out on the booty, but the crew comes first. Would you betray a family member to advance your own career? I'm just gonna say I would resist the temptation because, like I said, crew comes first. And you know what? The crew is family. Do you respect the leaders of your family? The leaders of the family. I want to say it's like you have to like respect captain's orders, right? But mutiny happens when people lose respect for the captain. So I feel like I don't respect them just because they're like in leadership positions. I respect the role, but you know, I might not respect the person, you know? So captain makes a call. Okay, I gotta respect, you know, the call to, you know, like either attack or to flee. I gotta respect the choice, follow captain's orders. But if I think captain's making dumb decisions all the time, we're throwing their ass overboard, right? So I will say I'm not gonna say like their words guide me, but I'm gonna say like, yeah, they are the role models. But you know, if they step out of line, they're walking the plank. If your family had arranged your marriage to someone loathsome, would you yeah, flee? No. You're not tying this pirate down to some slag. No way. Not happening. Yeah, this pirate picks their family. His pirate picks their crew. This pirate ain't getting tied down forcefully. You're estranged from a family member. On his deathbed, he seeks reconciliation. Do you... I'm gonna say speak to him, but hold your ground. Yeah. I don't know. Is it weird to... Guys, I'll be honest. I hold grudges. So, I believe in second chances, but I'm still gonna have my guard up. So, yeah. I think speak, but hold my ground. A powerful but corrupt judge offers you wealth if you'll testify against a friend. Do you? Nope. I'm gonna say testify on my friend's behalf. Yep. Looking after the crew. Do you become close to friends or hold most people at a safe distance? I'm gonna be honest. I got my close quarter. Why did I say quarter? I think I meant like my close like circle, my close quarter. But I think I hold most people at, you know, I keep them at a distance. Yeah, like we'll be friends, but not many people will like be, you know, super close to me. I that's just the way I am. I have trust issues, guys. I have trust issues because this pirate has been stabbed in the back before. Do you become close to friends or hold most people? Oh yeah. Same question. Oh wow, I got so distracted by this one. I forgot what the question was. Yeah, I'm gonna say I have a few close friends. Yeah. Have you ever betrayed a friend? You know what? I bet you some people think I have. When I was in junior high, I made some friends with some people. I was a troublemaker. Oh wait, hold up. Am I being a dumbass? I think I was being a dumbass. Anyways, so yeah, when I was in junior high, I had made friends with like the troublemaker crowd, right? But to me, it was all just kind of for fun. It was all just for getting in trouble and just doing as I pleased. Guys, I never took school seriously. I never did. I can get into that in another video. It just wasn't for this pirate, right? But I was there to hang out and have fun. As we got older, they got like deeper and deeper into a lot of sketchy lot of sketchy stuff, right? And I realized like, okay, as we get older, they can start charging us as adults. We gotta kind of cut the shit, right? Like it was fun while it lasted, but come on guys, like get your heads together. Yeah, some of them kept going down a dark path, and I was like, guys, I'm not like I'm cool with you, but I'm not getting it up to the any of this shit. Not this pirate. This pirate knows when the risk outweighs the reward. So yeah, I think some friends think I betrayed them. I think at some point everybody has had like a friendship go south. So just being honest, I'm gonna say yeah. I think in their eyes I've done so. How do you view lifelong commitment to a single romantic partner? I'm in a long-term relationship right now. That might be like, oh yeah. Sorry guys. For any of you who were hoping to get parasocial with me and think you had a chance with me, yeah, sorry. I'm in a long-term relationship right now, and it's going great, and I love it. Yeah, for me, such a romance would be ideal if it's achievable. It's not always achievable, so I feel like you got it. Okay, yeah. That brings me to like another thing. If it's achievable, holy shit, I dated this one chick. Fuck. Like the biggest thing I regret is trying to make it work for so long, because I'm just not that guy. I don't give up very easily with relationships. Fuck, I should have walked away so long ago. Yeah, so heavy emphasis on if it's achievable, because fuck, it ended badly. It ended with me like going into a depression, all because I couldn't bear the thought of just like all of this like time and work, like commitment and everything we've done together just going down the drain. But fuck, it going down the drain was the best thing that ever happened to me, guys. Like, of course, at the time, I didn't think it would be the best thing, but man, my life got so much better once they were out, and now I'm in like a new happy relationship. Do not settle for like, you know, crap. Evaluate the relationship. Is it working? You know, if it's more negative than it is positive, I know it's like, it seems like scary and like daunting to leave, but fuck, you gotta get off that ship. You gotta abandon ship. You might be worried about drowning or whatever else is out there, but it's worth it. Okay, do you insist on repayment when lending money to friends? Oh, okay, I don't really give out treasure unless like I like know they're good for it. But I'm gonna be honest, like this might sound contradicting. Let me know if I'm contradicting myself. So I feel like I don't really give out money unless they're one of my close friends. Basically, I will basically know they're good for it because it's like we've been friends for like 15 years. I'm sure at some point in those 15 years you'll have the money to pay me back. But honestly, like, I do not, when I give it away, it's basically money that I have to be okay with and potentially never seeing again, because you never know what could happen. So like, I will say no, although it's super nice to be repaid. Are you still in touch with childhood friends? No, as I mentioned before, I moved away from that crowd. Do you donate time and money to improve the local community? No, I'm gonna be honest, I don't have enough time or money to spare, and that's the only reason why. I don't have enough money or time. I'm always busy, and like I don't have a lot to go around. But yeah, if I was loaded with time or money, yeah, for sure. Your community is threatened with invasion. I feel like both of these. Flee when they look grim, but also man the barricades, and help defend. I feel like you could do all three at the same time. Like you gotta know when it's a losing battle and to fight fight another day. Man the barricades and defend, but like not always to your last breath. I feel like I'm gonna say man the barricades with the rest of the community, but like I am thinking like when that's clearly not working, we get the hell out of there, boys. If you were injured and required immediate assistance, would members of your home community agree to help? Definitely. No, wait, no. I'm not gonna say made enemies here. So yeah. If you were injured and required immediate assistance, would members of your home community agree to help? Yes, because they know I do the same for them. And yes, because I'm generally well liked. Probably not, because I'm distrusted by the powers that be. Ooh, by the powers that be? Definitely not. I've made some enemies here. I'm gonna say I think the answer is definitely not, but not because I've made some enemies here. It's because that's just the way it is at sea, right? Probably not. Do you respect the law and authorities in the community? Yeah, I'm gonna be yeah, when it suits me. Like, I don't think law is an indication of right or wrong or like good. There have been a lot of fucked up things that were legal and like the law is still busted. So that's why it's a pirate's life for me, because law doesn't always mean what's right, and we gotta like do what's right for us. Do members of the community shun, avoid, or mock you? I'm just gonna go no, because I don't think they do. I don't know. You think I'm paying attention to the community? Nah. Would you stand for office or seek to represent the interest of the community in some public manner. Yeah, I don't want to be responsible for the community. I'm between only if no one else could handle the job, because fuck, there's a lot of incompetent people applying for the wrong jobs. We've all had bosses that really shouldn't have been the boss, right? You guys know what I mean. Oh yeah, only if no one else could handle the job. I'll say that for now. Oh, relationship to king and country. This will be a good one. Your country is racked with famine. Would you steal as much as possible, then sell it back to the community at a higher price? Share what food you had with others? Okay, so for king and country, steal what food I need to survive. On the ship, though, with the crew, share what food we have. That way, you know, none of us dies. We're all important. We all have important roles on the ship. That's the tough thing about these quizzes. There's nuance, there's context, there's, you know, situations. But, you know, on the ship, I'm definitely sharing the food, right? If offered enough money, would you slip a poison into your king's drink? Yes, if I thought I could get away with it. King's just a man, right? A plague is sweeping across your country. Would you flee the country? Like, guys, we're getting on the ship and we're sailing to like somewhere nice. We're not gonna hang out with the sickly. We're pirates. We're just gonna go somewhere else. You respect the lawful authority of the rule. You guys already know the answer to this. No, a ruler is no better than anyone else, and rulers are invariably corrupted by power. I agree with both of these. Both of these are good options. But yeah, I think fundamentally, no, a ruler is no better than anyone else. A captain is acting like a fool. Throw him overboard. If you were offered a reasonably lucrative deal, would you spy for a hostile foreign power? It's between yes and no. That's a tough one. Really depends on what they mean. How much spying am I doing? How far am I going? Right? Am I just eavesdropping on like a conversation, or am I like infiltrating? You know, it depends. But I think I'm gonna go with no, because I might get caught. I'm not gonna do anything too risky. Do you rely on the government? No. To enforce contracts and property rights? Yeah, I agree with like the government can't even pave roads. Absolutely not. If I can't defend it myself, I don't deserve it. I sort of agree with both of these. I think obviously like there's like handicapped people, elderly people who probably can't defend themselves, but I think that they still deserve to live in peace. But I think I'm just gonna go with like this one, because I don't trust the government. It's the government. Like whoever's calling the shots, that changes regularly, and you might think you like it right now, but give it 4 years. Wait till the next election. You'll probably hate it. It's a horrible cycle. Of just like, I don't like this guy, or I hate this guy more. Or, yeah, no, look after yourself. Government ain't gonna take care of you. And if they are, for how much longer? If imprisoned, would you injure or kill others to escape? I think I'm between yes and no. Like, shit happens. We're gonna get into a fight, right? Like I'm getting out of there one way or another, hopefully undetected. And in a fight, you never know what's gonna happen. So I feel like, yeah, they knew the risk when they took the job. Yeah, I gotta go with that one. Yeah. Like, no, except for minor wounds that we hit. Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna try and, you know, put him in the ground, but hey, shit happens, right? So I think I'm gonna go with yes. Do you accept a noble's right to treat badly the serfs who work on his land? I'm gonna say no. Nobles should rule as no, not as kindly as possible. Too much hand holding is bad. This is tough because I feel like they're getting paid, right? They're not slaves, as this is right here. They're lucky they're not slaves. But I feel like it's like putting your opinion out on the internet. Yeah, you have the right to put your opinion out on the internet, but people also have the right to criticize you. So if this noble is acting like a piece of shit, they have the freedom to be a piece of shit, but that doesn't mean that they're free from consequences. So if a servant is like, you know what, this ain't worth the paycheck, and I think he deserves an ass whooping, well, who am I to judge? Where's that answer? Because I don't believe in like ruling as kindly as possible. No one has any right to treat another badly, period. Some people test my patience. That's because only fear will... I don't know what to say. This is actually the hardest one so far. I already told you how I feel, but I don't think like any of these resemble what I'm feeling, you know? Every person is free to do what they want. Okay, wait. Hold on. If I reread it, it says, do I accept a noble's right to treat badly the serfs who work? No, because wait. Yeah. Like I said though, it's their freedom to be an asshole, but they're not free from consequences. Oh, that's tough. But I don't agree with, I guess, sometimes only fear. I'm gonna go with this one, but I don't really agree with it, guys. But I don't agree with ruling as kindly as possible. You have accidentally committed a crime. Yeah, accidentally. Oh, I'm sorry. That was an accident. Hiding my involvement. Lying if we have to. If guilty, would you confess to a crime? No, and I tried to prove my innocence. Yes, we're innocent. We're innocent. right? Would you express a revolutionary political opinion if threatened with punishment? Yeah, politics are worth getting worked up about, but also like just see what's on your mind. But I personally, like I said, I just look after myself. I guess I just don't expect the government to do anything. Let's leave it at that for now, because yeah, I do believe saying what you got to say, right? While traveling, you witness an assault. You are ordered to testify, which will delay your travel significantly. Do you slip out of town at night to avoid testifying? Yeah, this part is not staying in one place for long, that's for sure. What is the best use of wealth? Oh, grab a pint at the tavern. I'm just gonna say to stay on top of the heap yourself. When confronted by beggars, do you... I want to say give only what I wouldn't miss anyways. A copper or two at most. Oh, wait. A copper or two at most. Like, see, I'm like, you got me until a copper or two at most. You know, like, give what I wouldn't miss anyways. So, like, if I'm doing well, you know, if I'm doing well, you give more than a copper or two. I wouldn't miss it. Okay, with that, I'm gonna change it to give moderately. I might be a pirate, but not a dragon. I'm not gonna just hoard and hoard and hoard and do nothing with it. By using magic, you could fool village merchants into thinking your copper pieces are made of gold, do you? Yes, but I'm only gonna cheat the rich merchants. You have 2 job offers. One pays more, but the other is secure and steady. Which do you choose? Secure and steady. Yeah, like I said, I need to be well off, but not insanely rich, right? What's the best path to wealth? I'm gonna say staying flexible. Yeah, always stay flexible. Doesn't hurt. If you accepted a job or contract, would you try to finish the task even if it got much more dangerous? I'm gonna say yes. Yeah, what's a little danger, right? Your character alignment is neutral evil. You know, that kind of fits, right? That kind of fits. Neutral evil is the alignment for those who do whatever they can get away with without compassion or qualms. Many drow, some cloud giants, and Yogalos are neutral evil. Okay. You know, that actually, that kind of, I agree. Oh, wait, hold up. You guys can't see. Let me pull it down. Yep. That's what it says. I'm gonna move out of the way a little bit. So that's where we ended up, and I feel like that's pretty fitting. And also, I like this part about, you know, like many drow. For my first Baldur's Gate 3 campaign, I played as a drow. Yeah, I like this. This was fun, and I agree. I agree with the alignment. I feel like I'm pretty neutral, but neutral evil might be more honest. This was a ton of fun. Thank you for joining.